When you wake up this morning, something feels wrong. Your head is pounding, your throat burns, and your body feels unusually weak. Normally, you'd reach for medicine, maybe call a doctor, or search your symptoms online. But there's a problem. It's not 2026. It's 8000 BC, 10,000 years ago. And none of those options exist. No hospitals, no pharmacies, no antibiotics, no emergency rooms, not even a basic understanding of germs. You live in a small hunter-gatherer camp, perhaps 30 people, maybe 50 at most. Everyone depends on everyone else. And right now, you're becoming a burden. At first, nobody panics. People get sick all the time. A fever might disappear on its own. A cough could pass in a few days. But there's always a frightening possibility. What if it doesn't? What if your sickness keeps getting worse? What if the fever doesn't break? That's when the healer arrives. Not a doctor in the modern sense, but someone respected by the entire group. Someone believed to understand illness and the mysterious forces behind it. Many cultures had their own healers. Some were shamans, others were herbal specialists. Many combined medicine with spiritual rituals. To them, sickness wasn't always physical. It could be spiritual as well, perhaps an angry spirit, or a broken connection with nature. So treatment often began with rituals, prayers, chants, and ceremonies, designed to drive the sickness away. Today that may sound ineffective, but some treatments actually worked, because healers also understood plants, knowledge passed down for generations. Certain leaves reduced pain. Some roots eased stomach problems. Others helped lower fevers. Not because of magic, but because many plants contain real chemicals. The problem was consistency. Nobody knew the correct dosage. And one mistake could make things much worse. But sickness wasn't the only danger. Injuries could be even worse. Imagine getting a small cut, something you'd barely notice today. Maybe while preparing food, or making a stone tool. At first, it doesn't seem serious. It's only a scratch. But over the next few days, the wound becomes red, then swollen, then painfully hot to the touch. Today, you'd recognize an infection. 10,000 years ago, nobody could. The real enemy was invisible. Bacteria had existed for billions of years. Humans simply couldn't see them. And without antibiotics, an infection could spread rapidly, from the skin into the bloodstream, turning a minor injury deadly. Some people survived through luck, and through strong immune systems. Others never recovered. Broken bones were another challenge. A bad fall could change everything, especially during a hunt, or while crossing rough terrain. Surprisingly, many ancient fractures healed, which reveals something remarkable. That remarkable discovery changed how we view prehistory. Archaeologists found healed broken bones. Some were severe injuries, the kind that would leave someone helpless. Yet those people survived for years, which means somebody cared for them. Someone brought them food, someone protected them, someone helped them recover. Prehistoric life wasn't only about survival, it was also about cooperation. But even with help, some dangers were impossible to see. Take drinking water, for example. A clear stream might look perfectly safe, but appearances can be deceiving. The water could contain parasites, or disease-causing microorganisms. People had no way to detect them, and no way to remove them reliably. One drink could lead to serious illness. Then there was food poisoning. Meat spoiled quickly in warm weather, especially without refrigeration. A single bad meal could be devastating. Severe vomiting, dangerous dehydration, and sometimes death. But perhaps the most common threat was already living inside many people. That hidden threat was parasites. Tiny organisms living inside the body. Most people never even saw them, but they could feel the effects. Stomach pain, constant fatigue, weight loss, and chronic sickness. Parasites were common across the ancient world, and there were few effective treatments. Many people simply lived with them. But adults weren't the only ones at risk. Children faced even greater dangers. A fever that seems minor today could become life-threatening. A stomach infection could be fatal. so could severe dehydration. Many children never reached adulthood, and that's where a common myth begins. You've probably heard this before. People only lived to 30. But that's not exactly true. The average was pulled down by child mortality. Many children died very young, which lowered the overall average dramatically. But if you survived childhood, your chances improved considerably. Some people lived into their 60s, a few even lived longer. Still, one challenge remained above all others. That final challenge was infection. More than almost anything else, it haunted the prehistoric world. A small cut could become deadly. A tooth infection could spread. A fever could suddenly worsen. And nobody understood why. There were no microscopes, no germ theory, no antibiotics waiting at a pharmacy. The body fought alone. Sometimes it won, sometimes it didn't. And that uncertainty shaped everyday life. Now imagine you were sent back. Right now, 10,000 years into the past. You bring no medicine, no vaccines, no hospitals, no internet to search symptoms. A simple infection becomes terrifying again. A bad meal becomes a real threat. Even clean drinking water becomes uncertain. Suddenly, modern life feels very different. Because most of us rarely think about medicine until the day we need it. Yet for almost all of human history, surviving illness depended on luck. And that's what made getting sick 10,000 years ago so frightening.